Hi, I'm Dachel, and I wrote the book, The Big Autism Cover-Up, How and Why the Media is Lying to the American Public. This is a book I never thought I would have to write. I've been monitoring news stories on autism over the last 10 years, and I honestly thought that at some point the media would wake up to how serious this was, and they would honestly and thoroughly investigate it and report on it. And sadly, that has not happened. Instead, the media treats autism as a medical curiosity we have all the time in the world to figure out, never as a crisis. They allow health officials to control what the public is told about autism. And in my book, I look at a number of the really critical events over the last 10 years. Things that should have made autism a national healthcare emergency, that should have been front page stories, and Congress should have been meeting over these issues. Instead, they were covered up, they were trivialized, or they were ignored completely. And in the book, I'm focusing on a number of things, and the 83 cases of vaccine-induced autism that have been conceded by the federal government over the last 20 years is the beginning chapter. It was such a landmark thing, and it was only reported on by Fox News. I cover Andrew Wakefield, the British gastroenterologist whose work ended up being demonized, and he became the villain in the autism controversy. I cover Hannah Poling, the announcement in 2008 that a Georgia girl who had her case of vaccine-induced autism conceded by medical experts at HHS. I cover the wonderful work of CBS reporter Cheryl Atkinson. I cover Deadly Immunity by Robert Kennedy Jr. and Evidence of Harm by David Kirby, and how these were both received by the media. In my book is The Greater Good, the wonderful film that has been seen now by over 5 million people worldwide. And also in there is the work by Generation Rescue and the National Vaccine Information Center. All of these things should have turned autism into a health care crisis, and they didn't. And I report on how the media manipulated these events and covered them up.